Success is almost secondary in happiness. So many successful people, of course, can never achieve happiness. What do you think that is? Even if you've accomplished safety and health and all these attributes that are very, very necessary in human life, what is the chasm between success and happiness? How can that be bridged?
To be successful is something that requires a lot of work and take risks and certainly, tell the truth to ourselves, but it's so much easier than becoming, happy because, we can, lie, to others and become successful in the short term. I mean, there are a lot of people out there that are extremely good liars and they are successful people and they do use their lies to be successful people. They're not happy though, because to be happy, we have to tell the truth to ourselves. We can fool, we can deceive anybody, we can even deceive ourselves, but we cannot deceive our happiness.
So happiness is a homecoming.
Happiness is the hardest, thing in life to achieve, but it's certainly, in my view, it is much easier once we understand what we have to do and once we understand that we have to stop lying to ourselves and accuse other people for our sadness and accuse luck, accuse reality, just to justify our inability to find happiness.
You speak about the analogy of Odyssey and Ithaca, and I suppose it is the journey to Ithaca, back home, and happiness lives there.
Well, our happiness is in our soul. It's in our emotions. Our soul is the home of our truth, the home of who we are, and it's very hard to find happiness without finding, who we are. It's very hard to be happy while lying to ourselves about, who we are, because the more we lie to ourselves, the more we get lost in our character, get lost in our lives, the more we present everybody else with a fake, invented, artificial, person. So how can somebody love us if they don't know who we are? How can somebody love us when we actually advertise to them, show them and reveal them a different person from who we are, a person that our lies have invented, in a sense an artificial person. So those people love somebody else than us. They don't love really who we are, they love who they think we are. And then, we create artificial relationships, fake relationships. So the more we lie to ourselves, the more we lie to others by default. And then we end up living a life which we are alone, lonely, and miserable.
So with every lie, you drift one truth away from who you really are.
And one happiness away, you can say, because every time we lie actually to ourselves,
you
by definition,
jeopardize your happiness.
Exactly. Yeah. We jeopardize our happiness because what we do is we just push emotionally everyone away from us with every lie.
And yourself as well. You were just saying, how can someone love a fabricated version of us? But we are so convinced in our own lies that we don't even know who we are ultimately, and we are completely incapable of finding love within.
Also, we use our best lies to convince ourselves, because it's so much easier to convince everybody else because they don't know us as well as we know ourselves. The hardest person to convince is ourselves, so we really retain our best lies to convince ourselves that it's not our fault, that we are failing at something, or that we are, sad. And by doing that, then we are distancing ourselves from our soul. Our lies, you can say, they are the roadblocks that we put in the road, in our access, to our own souls. So in a sense, we block ourselves out of our souls, and then we cannot feel, and then we become apathetic. And who wants to be around, somebody who doesn't, feel? So by doing this, then we become, in a sense, we surrender, to our logic. We surrender to the lies that our logic can invent.
Right.
And then we become too logical to be happy.
So lies are almost the anesthetic of consciousness.
Yeah, that's a good, way to put it. And lies, in a sense, they are the artificial fog we create to hide who we are, not only from others, but also to ourselves. So we claim that we love sunshine, yet when it comes to showing who we are, we use and invent and manufacture fog with our lies so that, we keep everybody guessing about, who we are.